Speaking of voices, I seem to recall hearing that you were the temporary voice of R2-D2.
I did the beat, I did whistles, I did birds, yeah, no. The one thing I did was Darth Vader. I had to make a track that he would follow because we didn't use the voice of the actor, you see. So I had all the scenes cut together, and I sat with a microphone and the picture of the scene. And as he talked, I had the dialogue, I talked into a microphone, like, I know, I will get you, you little bastard. And I timed it to his body language. And then when we brought in the actor to put the proper voice on, which we then manipulated, he turned to me at one point and he says, why are we doing this? Your voice is perfect. It wasn't. It wasn't. But it timed it out for him because Darth Vader, what I was interested in was his body movement, how he walked, how he moved his head just a little bit, how he used his hands, when he was telling Skywalker, I'm your father. It was never in the script, you know. It was a hidden page that I had tucked away in my pocket. Nobody had seen that until just before, the day before we shot. And I had a long talk with Mark, and the crew didn't know anything. And actually, the sound man is the only one on during the shooting who heard the lines. And they were not the lines that were used. We had to redo them because there were big fans going, propellers, to try to blow them off that perch. And Darth Vader said some other junk. You're a great kid. I love you. I mean, he was saying, didn't care what the hell he said. You know, it was like a Fellini picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, the important thing was his, I said, okay, when you say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When you say 4, 5, lean back and look this way. So we timed it to the words that I gave him, and then we put in the proper dialogue. Now, Luke was out there on that little pinnacle, tied up with some unseen nylon ropes because he was 30 feet above the floor and being blown with these propellers. And you couldn't hear a word he said, which was what I wanted. So the more noise on the set, the better. But he was being recorded just for a track so we could sync the lips later when he re-recorded it in the studio. But we finished the shooting, and I told the sound recordist, not a word, so that he didn't tell anybody. The whole production was kind of secretive, and nobody knew that it was the father. I'm at the Royal Command Performance in London at the Odeon Theatre, and I'm sitting there, the second row loge, and back of me is Darth Vader. And that scene comes on, and he taps me on the shoulder. He says, why didn't you tell me I was his father? I would have done it differently. Oh, I'm sorry. Next time. The next time.